All right, we are live. It is Friday. It is almost 4 o'clock Eastern. I am James Jacoby, your host, founder and CEO of Ascend Advisors, a B2B digital sales development company. And today we're doing weekly sales review. So I'm going to give you some pointers, some tips, some tricks, things that we saw happen that were great in business this week. We're going to share them with you. I hope you enjoy it. It's about 15 minutes today, not too long. Take some notes, enjoy, and we will see you next week after this. But if you have any questions, any thoughts, message me. Would love to hear from you. Have fun. Here we go. It's Friday afternoon. It is just after 2:30 Eastern. I was hoping to go live 2:30, but we had some things come up. We had to deal with those, and that's totally okay because we're here. So this is another edition of weekly lessons on sales from a Friday week review. Second time we're doing this. It was fun last time, so wanted to do it again. So I got a couple things I wanted to hit on. If you are in sales, if you run a business, if you're doing sales for yourself, if you are closing yourself, running the sales process, where you get a salesperson or salespeople on your team that you want to pass some motivation to, some strategy to, some reassurance to, some tactics to, then this will be good for you. I want to give you some just some things that we saw this week happen. Nothing again that's revolutionary, but you've heard these things before. They just happen to be the themes that we saw. And I'll tell you, you're not alone. If you guys are behind in your sales effort, if you're happy with where they're at, if you want to improve some stuff, you are where you are. You are where you are. And the first thing I want to hit on is there's a reason and a lesson for where you're at right now in your business. There's a reason and a lesson for where you're at right now in your business. And the lesson in the season could be a day, a week, a few months, or longer. But there is no doubt a lesson in the season that you're in your business right now. So the first thing I want you to think about is this could be about your sales efforts, guys. This could be about driving revenue into the company. It could be about your marketing. It really could be about anything, really, but this is a sales conversation. So there are things happening in your life, in your business right now that are on purpose. You are there for a reason. Things are happening for you, not to you. I know you've heard that probably a million times, but it's true. So things are happening for you. And we need to start thinking about what those things are. What are the lessons from this week that I can learn from? What are the things that were shown to me that came in and challenged me, made me choose that could be better or worse? And it's just more about being aware and learning, really, at the end of the day. I had some incredible conversations this week, as usual, with business owners. And there's a lot of things on their mind. There's a lot of things about where they want to go in their company, what they want to do with the business. They're stressed out, they're concerned, they're burnt out, they're excited. They want to see a lot happen in Q4 and in Q1 for their company. And there's definitely a sense of lack of clarity in what it is they want to do, how they want to get to their outcomes. Not even sure which ones are more important than the others. There's a lot on their plate. So the easiest thing to do, which is not necessarily so easy, but it's a must, is we gotta take a step back and take the emotion out of what's going on around us and just be true to who you are running the show. And think about what it is that you want, what are the circumstances that you're dealing with, and what outcome do you want to have from those circumstances? You get to choose, really. You get to choose. And so you got to stand in your truth. You got to remove the emotion. And I'm talking about everything, guys. Like there's sales strategies, there's desire to gain more customers, desire to steal market share. There's market penetration strategy things. There's product lines and service lines that you want to have certain revenue this year, to end the year with. You cannot guess, you cannot wing it. Hope is not a strategy. So you gotta look at this logically and like, what are you doing right now and why are you doing it that way? What outcome do you expect to get from the way you're doing it? And have you tested that before or not? And how did that work for you? Measure it. Measure what you are doing right now and give yourself some feedback loops, a week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks. Are the things that I'm doing working? Are they changing for the better what it is that I want in my business or not? But if you're aware of the things that are happening in front of you with your sales effort, with your marketing, whatever it is, and you're doing things that you think are right to make things better, then measure it and see if that really is the case. The underlying theme from every business conversation I got this week, and there was many, is there's just a lot of things that are not being looked at in the business. You're not even thinking about it. And, some people would say those are called blind spots. But I'm going to challenge you to measure and decide what are the most important things that you want to see happen in your business right now. Pick maybe 3, that's it. Like any more than that, can't make the list. 3 outcomes tops within the next week to next 30 days. Short term execution, short term measurement. Because the reality is you need to build habits that are not there to get you to the next level. You are not the person you need to be today to get to the outcomes that you want that you haven't had yet happen. You are the person you are today to get you to where you are, but it's not necessarily good enough to get to the next level that you got to be. So, you got to do more. You got to do more. The deals that you got in front of you think are going to close. Maybe some of them will, some of them won't. I'm telling you, so a lot of them that you think are going to close, whenever you think they're going to close, are not going to close when you think they're going to close. And so you gotta get feedback from your prospects. You gotta find out when are they really thinking of starting up with you, if ever. If it's beyond a month, the win percentage of that deal goes way down, and you cannot even rely on it to be in your pipeline. You can do some touch points and see if it's a real thing later, but the moment you hear they're not ready to move forward right now or within like the next week, that win percentage starts to drop fast. And you need to find out why that is. They're probably legitimate reasons. Some of them are emotional, some of them are energy and time and maybe some money issues there, money blocks, but and you may need to be patient, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong, and you should have pipeline that's 4 weeks out from now, 8 weeks out from now, 12 weeks out from now. You want to know who those leads are. You also want to know who's ready to go right now. And if you don't have anyone that's ready to go right now, I'm going to tell you that you don't have enough people in your pipeline, because there are people ready to move forward with you today. You just haven't talked to enough people yet. And you haven't had enough good conversations yet. So do more. Because if you don't see more and more people coming in that are ready to move forward today, tomorrow, very near future, you're not talking to enough people. Period. You're not. And you're probably not having the right conversations if you're not getting enough of those to convert. It's got to be focused on them. It's got to be focused on what they want to see happen, change in their company. And it's got to come from a place that you can provide incredibly strong, good recommendations for what it is that they should do, whether they decide to work with you or not. I gave a lot of business owners this week some really powerful advice that definitely puts us in the spot to maybe do some business together. But I provided value nonetheless. I gave them some things to think about that they weren't thinking about. I asked better questions and more specific questions about things in their company that I know need to be addressed or reviewed that they maybe weren't looking at. So if we can help people think better, make better decisions about themselves and their company, they're going to respect you. They're going to like you. They're going to appreciate that value. They may not be ready to work with you for real. That's okay. But we're going to be a source of truth, a source of value, a source of trust, a source of abundance of revenue gains. If you work with us, you're gonna see growth because we know what we're doing. So when you come from that place, you can't lose. You're gonna get clients that jump on board now. You're gonna get clients that jump on board in a week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and so on. But it's about just doing more and showing up a lot right now, standing in your truth and providing immediate value. And you do those 3 things, guys. There's no end. It's just incredible. We have increased the speed and the volume of conversations we are having in the market right now over the last month. Our pipeline has 10x itself from that. So if you're behind, no worries. You need to take more action. You need to get in front of more people. You need to be bolder too about your message. One of the things that we have learned from the last few weeks continuously now is be bold with your value statement. What can you do to help companies? What specific companies? What's the ROI of doing something with you? What do you bring to the table? And ask for an opportunity. Can I have an opportunity to work with you? Can I have an opportunity to show you? Can I have an opportunity to have a conversation with you to see if there's a fit for me bringing in tremendous value to your business immediately? Are you open to that conversation? Guess what's going to happen? You're going to have some people that hate that message, that think it's so salesy, that think it's so spammy, that think it's whatever ever-ish is. They decided to feel that way and respond that way. I'm telling you, on the flip of a coin, that same message that came from a place of truth for you, people see that and they love it. And they are so happy that you messaged them, you're talking to them, you reached out to them, because they want that. They need that. They're looking for that. They haven't found that. You're the first person that had the guts to put yourself out there in a while and say, I'm the one you're looking for. So don't forget that has been a huge reminder in our sales effort for us in the last week. It's true. And I would even say if you're not getting a polarized reaction to your market messaging out there, then I'm going to say that your messaging isn't strong enough. It's not specific enough. It's not bold enough. It doesn't have enough value in it. We're finding that the bolder the message is, with a strong call to action and just laying it out, you're going to get people that hate it and they'll tell you. You're going to get people that love it and so excited you made that message and you reached out. That's fine. You're not supposed to work with everybody. You're supposed to work with people that like and trust you and need help and they believe in you and they want to give you a shot and have a conversation. So, but if you're not getting that visceral reaction on both sides in your outreach, then I would tell you that you got to sharpen up your message, because no reaction's worse. No reaction's really bad. You don't want maybes, you don't want gray area, you want polarized response. Hard nose or hell yes in your outbound, in your marketing. When you ask people for having a conversation with you, to talk about their business and how you can help, and just curious, truly curious to learn more about what's going on in their business. What are they thinking about? What do they want to see happen in their business? What do they want to stop see happening in their business? What's on their mind? Yeah, you want to learn, and then you bring your value and give them the best you got. So nothing revolutionary today, guys, but those are just some things that have themes that have come up over and over and over again the last week, last month. And I just wanted to share those because what we're seeing from this is a viable, sustainable way to massively build up your sales pipeline. The market is so ready for you. There is so much opportunity out there. You're just not having enough conversations if you're not seeing that right now. And if you are, then good. Then you need to be banking pipeline 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 26 weeks out, and having that thing super, super full, and gaining some kind of commitment to doing something later if it's not now. Have people make decisions, have people invest and make decisions to move forward and make progress in their business, in their life. That's your job for sales. Help them move forward and make progress. Don't let them stay stuck where they're at. They can choose to stay stuck. That's ultimately their choice, but you be a source of momentum. And like attracts like. If they want momentum, they're going to jump ship and jump on with you because you got something going on that they don't, and they need to check that out. So have a good Friday, guys. We'll be back next week with some more content. Just want to drop some nuggets for you. Message me if you want to get some of our free downloadables that we've been offering out lately. Check out our content. We've been putting a lot out there, but I hope you had a great week. Have a relaxing weekend. We'll see you next time.